guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing a brand that is new to me called Il Maquillage. They are a brand, I believe they're out of New York. They're an indie makeup brand. This is the first time I'm testing them, trying them out. They were kind enough to give me a $300 gift code to their website. I could order any products I wanted. So I ordered some things and I figured I would give them a test here for you guys and we'll figure out like what we think about them together. Full disclaimer, I did open the package when it came because I'm like a kid on Christmas morning when makeup shows up at my door. So I did open them up and look at everything, but I did not swatch anything. So we're going to do that together today. I did want to tell you guys a little bit about the brand. So when you go to the website, it looks like very editorial. It's just like the images on there are very editorial. It's very glam, but it's very like sleek and sophisticated. Okay, so it was founded or co-founded by Sharon Holtzman Errol. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. And what she says is that they started in 2013, a bunch of bold, unapologetic women, equal parts swagger and substance, were breaking barriers in classrooms, politics, business, sciences, and sports, and the arts in every corner of the world, teamed up with makeup artists, and committed to only launch products that were better than anything else they've ever used. Which is, that's serious, like that's serious commitment, okay? They decided that they might not be the first makeup brand, but they were going to be the best makeup brand. So, 2017 they opened an office in New York, and in 2018 they launched their products. Now, their range is not a full range. So I went to the website to see what kind of products they had and to see how far the $300 was going to get me. They had foundation and foundation brushes and even a beauty blender, but that was the only face products that they had. There's no face powders, there's no bronzer, there's no blushes. And then for lips, they have liquid lips, regular lipsticks, they have some palettes, and they have lip liners. And then for brows, they have a few brow products as well, and then they have a line of brushes. So I just kind of grabbed a couple things that I thought like really looked beautiful and I could create a look for you. So that is what I did. After my indie makeup brand video, I just decided that it would be good to kind of explore indie brands every now and then and just do a video on them because there's just so many hidden gems in the indie makeup world and they're all cruelty free and we love that. When I saw this collection, I just thought this looks really, really edgy. So without further ado, if you guys would like to see this collection, see the things I got, see how they apply, see how I created this makeup look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I got first. Everything came in this beautiful box. Actually, everything came in these beautiful bubble envelopes with these stickers that say minimalism is dead, which I think is so cute. And then you open it up and inside were these boxes. Now, these boxes, I got 3 of them. They packed the makeup really, really well for shipping purposes. Sometimes when you order makeup, I don't know why a brand wouldn't pack it well, but if it isn't packed well, it can break, and they just took a lot of extra care in packaging, and I just appreciated it. And then when you open the box up, there's this beautiful tissue paper with this little emblem thing, and you just pop it open and the product is inside. So I just love all of the attention to detail. So first thing I got was this foundation, and it is called the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation, and it came in this box, and then you open it up and there is the bottle. The packaging is like, it's glass. It's very substantial. It's heavy. And then when you open it, it does have a pump, which I appreciate. And this cap is even substantial. Like, they did not chance on the packaging, I will tell you that. This is like beautiful. Now, they did have a shade matching situation online, like it's actually really cool how they do it. you can plug in your shade in another foundation and it will tell you what shade of theirs to choose, which I appreciate, especially for a brand that you don't necessarily have access to in a store. It's very difficult to choose your foundation shade online. I went on and I saw my MAC shade NC25. I matched it to that one and I got 080. So that is that. So I've already primed my skin. I figure we'll just go through the application process. They don't have a full range. Like there wasn't a concealer, there wasn't a powder, a bronzer, a blush, or anything like that. They had certain products and I got a little of everything. Oh, another couple of things that I got a couple of brushes, but we'll go through that after. So I'm gonna apply the foundation first because I figured that's probably the easiest thing to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna dispense a little bit on my pan, and that's 1 squirt. So it's not a super thick foundation and it's not super thin either. It's somewhere in between. Oh, but I should probably read you the claims, yeah? There is 50 shades for all skin tones, lightweight texture, buildable medium to high coverage, natural matte finish, optically corrective powders enriched with vitamin E for anti-aging benefits, hyaluronic acid for hydration, protection, and filling wrinkles, 100% cruelty-free for long-lasting wear, pair with a primer or setting spray. This kind of sounds like a dream foundation. It says it smooths and evens the skin with advanced innovative formula that instantly minimizes the appearance of shadows and pores, effortlessly enhances the complexion, and generates a flawless natural matte finish. Yes! Easily buildable, meets ultimate blendability in its ultra fluid texture, becoming one with the skin for traceless, uniform, medium to high coverage. Special optically corrective powders blur fine lines, redness, and blemishes, while light diffusing spheres deflect attention away from all imperfections. Guys, this sounds amazing. Okay, I'm excited. So, I'm going to be taking my Ofra sponge. I'm going to just dip in, and we're going to go for it. Okay. Okay, so the shade was good. I just self-tanned my body, so that is 1 layer on this side of my face. And the color actually I think is perfect. It is exactly the same color as my MAC foundation. I did just put on self-tanner, so it's a little bit light for what my skin is right now. This is my shade normally. I'm just gonna bronze it up and make it work. Normally what I would do to adjust any shade of my foundation is put a few drops of a very dark shade of the L'Oreal Pro Glow, like I think it's called Cocoa, and I'll put like a few drops and that'll adjust my shade a little bit. But I didn't want to mix this with anything because I really just want to test this formula. Did I get glue on my nose? Okay, so yeah, it dries down to a beautiful matte finish. It's not cakey at all. It's not bunching. It's not settling into any lines. It's just sitting on top of the skin. It blended out perfectly. I'm into this. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the rest of my face. Okay, so this is how it looks on my entire face. It does look a little lighter than my body only because, like I said, I just self-tanned today. But this is like a really good shade for me. Like this literally looks just like my MAC Studio Fix. So I think their shade matching is like spot on their website. So they have like Maybelline foundations. They have like all different foundations listed on there, so you can find whatever something you have in your collection and shade match you. So I really liked that. This foundation is $47 and it is 1 ounce. But like, wow, this looks gorgeous. I want to fix up these brows. I did get this little guy, and this is the Hypnotize Fill and Fix Brow Shaper. Color I got was Hypnotize Cocoa, and this is what it looks like. It's a little black package. It has a little tiny baby spoolie, but I need to put some pencil. So I'm gonna fill it in with pencil, and then I'll do that in a second. Okay, so I just filled them in with this IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. And now I will take this yeah, that color is really good. It's so hard to choose products online when you don't know a brand. Like, I've never ever seen this brand, used this brand, nothing. So I really didn't have like an experience where like I swatched it in store or I looked at it, you know what I mean? So I feel like, considering that, I did really well with the shade choices that I made. And I like this. I think it looks nice. It reminds me a lot of the Boy Brow. Like a lot like the Boy Brow, which I love. It's bomb. It's like not too goopy. It's not too heavy. This doesn't deposit too much color. Yeah, I like this. Win. Okay, so I'm going to next move on to eyes. Usually I would do the rest of my face, but because I don't have face products, I figure I will jump into the eyes. Maybe I'll do something smoky, and then I'll finish my face after. We'll just mix it up. I did get an eyeshadow palette. This is the one I got. It is the Color Boss Pro palette in Big Reputation. Sorry Not Sorry. No, those are the eye colors. Big Reputation. So this is called the Big Reputation palette. It is pricey, I will tell you that. It is not the cheap. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like. It is so beautiful. And this pan size, hold on. This is a MAC shadow, and I want to show you between this shadow and these shadows. The pans are huge. It's so much more product than like your average eyeshadow palette. That said, this palette is $119. It's a lot. And it doesn't have a cover that comes with it. Yes, you have to buy the cover separately, but the reason is because it's magnetic. So this is the cover that comes separately. It's like one of those old iPad covers where you pull it off and it's magnet, and then it just magnetizes itself to the palette. It's really actually quite cool. And the palette is very, very sleek and thin. The shade names are on the back. I mean, it's a stunning looking palette, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how it performs. We'll see how it performs. For me, $119 is a lot of money to pay for an eyeshadow palette. However, this is a pro palette, so if you're a makeup artist and you're looking for like the best shadows, it would be worth $119 if they are, because the pan size is so big, it would last you literally forever. So let's give it a try. I also got two makeup brushes, two eye brushes, so let's take a look at those. This one here is a multi-shader brush, and it comes in this little plastic thingy, and it is, oh, I love these. It's a very, very firm synthetic, I believe. Synthetic? Yeah, it's gotta be synthetic because this is a cruelty-free brand, I believe. So, yeah, this brush, it's like the perfect brush for packing stuff on, detailed on the lid. I just like to use those types of brushes for any shimmery color on the lid. And the next brush here is the 194 Detail Blending. So here's what it looks like. It has this little plastic on it. Oh yeah, this is great. This is a smaller blending brush for getting like kind of a more precise looking crease. These are very nice. Very good quality. Like just everything so far is just really high quality. I do want to tell you the price on those. The multi shader is $28 and the detail blending is $30. So, I mean, it is a high-end brand in terms of pricing, but so far the quality is there. So let's see about these shadows. All right, so here we go. I have no idea what look I'm going to create. These palettes, they do have 3 versions of them, 3 different color schemes. They have one that has some like green tones to it, and then one that is purple, and then this one. And I went with this one because these are just more my speed color-wise, and I just thought, yeah, I have shades like this in other palettes. Like this palette is one I will use, so I figured for $120 I would rather choose a palette that I know I will use as opposed to one that I might use once in a while. You know what I mean? So I have no idea what I'm going to create, but let's figure this out. I'm going to use Old Faithful, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I haven't used this in such a long time. But I want to give these shadows like a good chance, so let's use this. Now that we are primed, I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this shade here. I don't know, when there's names on the back, it's really hard to know. I think this shade is called Carry On, this one here. And I'm just going to set my primer. I will tell you that there is not a single stitch of kick up. When I tap this, I've got all the powder and like no dust. I don't know if you guys can see that. Nothing. So next I'm going to go in with this brown shade right here and a super fluffy brush. I think this shade is called Bottoms Up. I just want to try not dusting off my brush since there's absolutely no dust at all. Yeah, like you don't even need to tap off your brush. Like I'm swirling into this pan and getting no dust. That's kind of crazy, right? You don't even need to tap off the excess. It's just the right amount. Wow. That like just went on effortless. Beautiful. All right, so next I'm gonna take the detailed shader brush that I got, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here, and that is called Do Your Thing, it's called. There's no kick up at all. I can't get over it. You don't need to dust off your brush whatsoever. These are amazing. I didn't want to love them this much. Wow. I'm in awe of these shadows. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna take this dome shape brush. I'm gonna go into Killing It, which is this dark brown. It has like a little bit of like a red purplish undertone to it. I guess the pretty cool thing is you don't have to worry about overdoing it with these, like, at all. These are freaking gorgeous. Like, with this dark shade, it's just going on so smooth, like I just don't even know what to say. My little brush. Oh my god, they blend out so amazing. Can't handle it. Okay, so I just put the same colors I put in my crease on my lower lash line just to save time. And I'm going to take the brush that I got, the multi-shader brush, and I'm thinking, I actually, you know what? I'm gonna swatch all these shimmers just to see like what they look like so I can decide what I wanna do with my lid. Oh, so far, so good. All right, so that was the 2 shimmers in the first row. They are so pretty. I'm now gonna go to the second row. These are beautiful. This is also in the second row. Beautiful. And the last row. Ooh, I love that one. It's super rose gold. And then that one. So stunning. So here's the shimmers. So, based on that, I'm gonna take this color here, and it is called Red Bottoms. So I'm gonna take that color. Let's see how it applies with a brush. It's like butter. It applies how you would think it would apply with the finger, but with a brush, which is my dream. Because I hate applying with my finger, and I just wish that shadows would be able to apply with a brush the way that they do with a finger. And these definitely do that. I'm in awe of this. I'm going to try to spray one. Well, first let me try it with my finger. Oh. Oh, it's even prettier with the finger. It's like butter. Wow, it really looks good with the finger, but it still looks good with the brush. I don't know, which side do you think? Brush side or finger side? I think this finger side looks a little more velvety, and the brush side looks a little bit more metallic. Not metallic, but like a little bit more texture. Shits and giggles, I'm going to wet it. Just see what that looks like. It's a little bit more intense, but like not enough to really make that big a difference. It's intense enough without being wet. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and I'm gonna use it with that multi-shader tiny little baby brush. I'm gonna pack it inside. I do want to say that I tried to use a natural hair brush on my lower lash line, and these shadows really don't work well with the natural bristles. I feel like they definitely are performing better with synthetic. That's so pretty. The shadows just like melt into each other. I'm gonna go in with this color here, which is Sorry Not Sorry, and I'm going in with a detailed shader. Just gonna pop that in here. I take this just a little pencil brush, and this color here, which is the darkest shade, it's called Endgame. It looks like a really deep chocolate brown. It's not quite black. Put a little bit of this out here. Yeah. What I like about these is they allow you to get like a really precise blend, a really precise application, even if you're not like I'm not precise when I put on eyeshadow. Like I just like to slap it on, blend it. I'm not like super careful, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not. But I want to look like I am, you know? And I'm in awe of these. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put the rest of my makeup on, and then we will be back to do the lip. Okay, so the rest of my makeup is on, and now we're going to move to the lip. I've got 2 lip products here. They're both matte lip creams. It's called the Infinity Long Wear Matte Lip Cream, and one is in Matte Karma, and one is in Matte Glory, and they're both pinky nudes, because I couldn't help myself. This packaging is very substantial. It's like glass. They did not chintz on the packaging for this collection. I mean, this is a liquid lipstick in a glass container. It's stunning. It's very heavy. So let's swatch these. This is Matte Glory. Oh, this is what the doe foot looks like. It's just a traditional flat doe foot. Ooh, so pretty. Very creamy. It goes on very, very creamy. And then this one is Matte Karma. That's like the world's worst swatch ever. Alright, so I'm going to let them dry down for a second. For this look though, I'm thinking I'm going to go with Karma. Yeah, I'm going to go with Karma. I had 2 lip liners here. I had my L'Oreal Matte It, and I had Matte and Call because I wasn't sure. But either one of these lip liners would go with these liquid lipsticks. So I'm going to go with Matte It and Karma. Alright, so lip liner is on, and these are drying down, and they look pretty dry. Oh, so good. So perfect. It's very lightweight and very creamy when it first goes on. And then, as you can see, it dries down. So it dried down on my hand, so I know it's going to dry down on the lip, but it is so beautiful. Okay, so that is it. Just for a recap, is my lash coming off? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Just for a recap, I'm obsessed with the foundation. I think it's totally beautiful. If you guys want to see a wear test on this, leave me a comment and let me know. I will do a full wear test. I'm not going to wear test it right now because it's already very late. It's already 6:30 at night, so there's no point in doing a wear test. But if you guys want to see a wear test on this, it does claim to be long wearing. You guys know how much I love my long wearing foundations. I think it's beautiful. I love the finish. It's just applied. It's perfection. I really don't know what else to say. Of course, it's all in the wear, it's all in how it wears, but like first impression, just like putting it on, it played really well with all of my products. I even did a cream contour, which blended out so good, and yeah, I'm super impressed. And then as far as the eyeshadows go, listen, the price tag is steep, but they are pretty much like everything I've ever wanted in an eyeshadow and more. The shadows have literally zero kick up. You don't even have to tap off your brush. The pigment just glides on and blends out like so effortlessly. If you're somebody who doesn't like to be super precise and sit there and blend and blend and blend, but you want that like airbrushed, blown out shadow look, you would love these. Because that's really what I want. I want to have blown out beautiful eyeshadow, and I don't want to sit there for 20 minutes doing it, you know? The shimmers apply just as good with a brush as they do with a finger. Like, just as pigmented, just as buttery. In fact, it's identical. I didn't really notice much of a difference. With the cranberry shade, it looked a little bit more velvety on one side, a little bit more textured on the other, but like the pigment and the metallicness and the shimmeriness was equal of intensity with the brush, which I appreciate because I would much rather apply it with a brush just because you get more precise application. And they applied just as intense when they're dry as wet, so you don't even need to wet them to get the intensity. So I loved that. In terms of the brushes, I think that they applied everything beautifully. I love them. I kind of wish I had them all because the packaging on them, like the handles and stuff, is it's luxurious. It's, I don't know how to explain, like it just feels substantial in your hands. It just feels nice. They're not like cheap at all. Nothing about this collection is cheap, okay? Not the products, not the packaging, not the price tag. The eyeshadows are perfect, and the pan size is as big as my head, so there's that. I loved the idea of this packaging because it really protects the shadows. Like you're not gonna break your shadows with this. And also, it really holds the pigment in place. I need to clean this off now because I made a mess just using it for the video. The brow gel's perfection. Okay, my brows are locked in, but they don't look crunchy. They honestly don't look like they have any product in them. They just look like I already had these brows, you know? Yeah, that brow gel is freaking amazing. I actually think it's better than Boy Brow. I'd go there. I'd go there and say that because I love Boy Brow. And in terms of the liquid lips, I think that they're stunning. I don't know about the wear or anything, but just like I loved how they were very light and very creamy when they went on, and then they dried down, but they don't feel heavy and they don't feel like chalky dry. They feel very comfortable, and the color is just so that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have tried any of these products from this brand, leave me a comment and let me know down below. If you are interested in any, let me know like what looked good to you. Are you like into this eyeshadow? Is it too much for you? I mean, I feel like it's Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath prices, and I've never tried either one of those shadows, and I've always turned my nose up at the price tag. And now I'm using this shadow and I'm like, ugh, the price is so much. But they are so good. So leave me a comment, let me know down below what your thoughts are. And don't forget to follow me on social. My handle is @GlamLatte, and check out the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast. All the details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.